onlab web3 のみつです。今日は onlab web3 のアンロックジャパンプログラムで採択された Dixel Club のHwiさんをお招きしました。ここからは英語でお送りします。So today we are joined by Hwi from Dixel Club. Dixel Club is from onlab web3 Unlock Japan program, where we support overseas project entry into the Japanese market. Dixel Club is no-code multi-chain NFT launching platform. Hwi, it's great to have you on.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me. My name is Hwi, co-founder and designer of Dixel Club. It was really an honor for us to kind of knock on the door of the Japanese market by the onlab, the global the program. It's good to have an interview with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's start with the introduction about yourself and your project, Dixel Club.
Sure. So as I say, my title is co-founder and designer. So I've been in this industry, the Web3 industry, over the past 5 years. I designed so far over 10 different applications that are working on top of the blockchain. As you know, like Web3 mostly utilize the blockchain technologies, and then all the design process is quite unique and different. And then I'm really enjoying designing that special part of the user interfaces and wallet connections and the different user flow. I always love to research about that. Yeah, and Dixel Club is all about like an NFT launching platform in a multi-chain basis. But first of all, you don't need to worry about coding, smart contract, complicated stuff. And also, if you don't know any design skills, you don't also need to worry about that. So Dixel Club is super easy and very fun for anyone who are looking for launching their simple NFT project. You can launch it within a couple of minutes in a very interactive pixel art form.
Okay, I think showing demo would speak 1,000 words. So let's, if you have a demo that you can show, please show us Dixel Club, how it works.
So this is Dixel Club. You can check by yourself, dixelclub.com. As I said, Dixel Club, by using Dixel Club, you can launch kind of pixel art basis interactive NFT projects. So, for example, when you draw some initial design piece, like in a 24 size of the pixel art form, like for example, I can draw some like a little cute face shape here like that. I mean, literally anyone who can draw very minimum level of, like an art skill, they can make very interactive art pieces like that in a pixel form, right? And then which is very fun. Like you can go back to your like a school period, like you may remember, and you can use lots of interactive art drawing tool like this. And then, if you launch it, like by typing some information here, like my lovely face art, like for example, and then you can choose the deploying network over Ethereum, Clayton, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and OKChain. You can set your max items and then just launch it. Then what will happen is that you're gonna have instantly NFT collections that you launched, and then you can share with other people, like so that people can join to minting of your collections. By changing the pixel, by changing the color form of your first drawing. So I'll show you examples. So for example, let's check this one, the Bling Bill Star Maker 2. So this project owner designed this lovely, deer drawing here like that. And then the people who want to mint their own editions, they just change the color variations like that. You can do randomize, or you can choose your own favorite color like that by clicking this, color changing interface. And then you can mint the edition. Then you're gonna get your own preferred color variations for your edition. So which is quite a unique way to join some project and then mint the new one. So I think this is quite enough demo for Dixel Club, because the main point of the Dixel Club is super easy and not complicated. So there are actually not many things to explain. You can just jump on it and then you can experience by yourself.
And also, you have the NFT ticketing features, right?
Yeah. All right. I'll show you that too. So by using Dixel Club, there are actually many people who are using this as a ticket platform. Like, especially in Web3, there is a term called IRL, right? Like in the real world things. So, usually Web3 is mostly like a virtual world. Now, when they run the event, it's happening in the real world, right? That's why they call IRL. And when they run IRL, the events, like the meetups, they use Dixel Club for the ticketing platform. So, for example, I can show you this. So this one, I made onlab Web3 Global Pitch session, and then I made this like some kind of the stamps for the people who participate in the event. And then if you own some edition like that, this is my one. You can see the generate ticket button, and then when you generate a ticket, then you get the lovely QR code, and then some kind of looks like a ticket, right? You can just download this ticket and then show to the meetup operator, and then they can verify that, you have a ticket to enter this event. So which is quite a cool way for the meetup operator to, first of all, they can fundraise it for the event by setting some minting payment for each ticket, and also it's super easy for the participants to verify themselves as a ticket owner without telling any private information. Like usually they use Google Form, right? And you have to type your email addresses and stuff like your private information. By using Dixel Club, you don't need to worry about that, because they don't accept any private information other than this ticket number.
Okay, thank you. I think it's really intuitive and looks super. And I use it once, and it was super easy to mint. I think when you see the NFT market, there's a lot of tools for making NFT generative collections, but you kind of still need the skills to draw the asset, right?
Yeah.
But
it's actually quite complicated.
It is complicated, but I think what I like about Dixel Club is that it's a pixel art form, so very, very easy.
It's very easy and fun.
So it seems like you already have a lot of projects on the platform already. I'm curious to know what kind of audiences are already using, and how they use it for their project or their purpose.
Maybe it's better to show you again by sharing the screen. So in Dixel Club, there are actually a variety of different types of projects, like community project or some event tickets. So let me show you some examples. So there is a project called AdDAO. Sorry, here. These people are the groups of people who love artwork on the Web3 scene. So this is kind of like their community pass. So when they have, they call them this their NFT pass as ad ball, because it looks like a Pokemon ball, right? So they call this ad ball, and then only the people who has this ad ball can join their community activities, and then they run some weekly raffle event for their ad ball owners. So, for example, they get some art piece from the actual artist, and then they run the weekly raffle, and then some lucky winner can get the art piece that they get So which is quite interesting way to enjoy the art pieces in a community. And also they do some regular exhibitions by inviting lots of artists in for that. And then this also can be their tickets to enter. And then there is a more artist talk. There are lots of the events happening in the art scene for the community owners. So this is really interesting way to use Dixel Club for the community pass utility. So also, I'll show you another interesting example called, this is Korean language, but called like Bling Bill Star. So they generated some charity purposes NFT tickets. So for example, when people mint this ticket NFT, it costs 50 clay token, right? And they collect this 50 clay token whenever people mint. And then at the end of all the minting, they donate the minting payment for some designated charity. So which is a really cool way for utilizing Dixel Club for their charity activities. Also, there is a project called Goma Gang. Wow, there are so many projects. Sorry, lots of scrolls. Yeah. Goma Gang is some kind of learning platform on top of Web3 scene. There are actually a lot of people, over 1,000 members, not over 1,000, or about 1,000 members, sorry. And then they have banana pass that they can get some points in their Discord. So there is some Discord bot. They spread some banana point for the banana pass owners, and the point is kind of like a utility token for their learning platform. So which is quite interesting concept, right? And then also this is kind of like some types of treasury funding system. So whenever people mint the banana pass, there's a minting cost which is 0.1 Ethereum. So those minting costs will all go to the treasury fund. And then some people can request like, I want to learn this, and then they require this much of a cost, and then they can apply to use from this treasury fund, which is really cool kind of DAO treasury system for the community. Yeah, I can show you a lot of the interesting project by using Dixel Club, but yeah, there's a time limit. So yeah, maybe you can jump on it, dixelclub.com, and you can check lots of interesting projects already launched via the Dixel Club.
Thank you. So I think the question lies is that I think Dixel Club is really focusing on like a community-based project, not like those NFT project that aims to make money out of it. Mm-hmm. But the question I have is, why do you think people want NFT? And like instead of like using existing online salon community or those platforms.
This is a really good point, actually. Like I believe that community is actually quite important concept for entire cryptocurrency, because like the meaning that you own a token is actually you own a token that nobody can touch, even the bank or government, when you hold your wallet key, right? So that's the basic concept. NFT is same too. When you hold some digital asset, nobody can take away from you, which is yours. So ownership is quite important spirit entire this cryptocurrency. That's why community also become quite central for entire cryptocurrency things, because there's groups of people who think that they have some ownership of this kind of assets. But as you say, like many NFT projects just focus on the money part, the ownership things kind of distracted by some like a profiting activities. So they focus about floor prices, and then like pumping up the floor price, and then they're selling out with some like profit, like a 200%, 300%. I think that's just like a distraction. That's kind of covered, that make vague of the utility. But NFT can have a lot of utility, as you see, by using Dixel Club. And in Dixel Club, those projects are not much focusing on those money part, like, profiting. So when people join some project in Dixel Club, they just expect that activities that the project owner designed, rather than selling out the NFT and then making profit. I think this is really cool movement changes, and we kind of define this as a minting market, not the trading market. So we believe that the minting market will be the center of the entire NFT market very soon.
Okay, so those people using Dixel Club now, are they like a crypto native people, or like a people who who minted NFT for the first time?
It's kind of half and half, actually. Yeah, there are some inner circles, I know, like the people who've been in this industry for quite a long time. But surprisingly, there are many, actually, people who never experienced the cryptocurrency before. Even the Bling Star that I mentioned earlier, most of the holders experienced NFT quite in a very recent time. So they had to learn a lot about the MetaMask usages, and also the concept of the NFT, non-fungible token system. But again, Dixel Club is designed very easy for anyone can use. So they quickly catch up the stuffs, and then they don't feel much difficulties using Dixel Club. Yeah, so which is quite good. Like, we believe that Dixel Club can kind of help mass adoption for entire Web3 scene, because those tools like Dixel Club, which is quite easy for capturing the new people, will be very important for the entire whole market growth.
So you mentioned a good point. I feel like the whole NFT market is like saturated already. I think we use too much of crypto guys, Ethereum already too much. So that I think we need to get people on board to Web3 world. So I'd like to know your opinion. In your views, what you think NFT is going to be adapted in the society, in the world, and also what prevents at the moment from people coming to Web3 spaces?
Yeah. So first of all, using NFT requires for you to understand all the wallet system, which is quite new concept for most of the people. Especially MetaMask is certainly not easy for people to use. But the good thing is that there are a lot of wallet providers and then API providers for the wallet system who try to make it very easy and simple. For example, there is the wallet provider called Rainbow Wallet, and then they provide Rainbow Kit. That's what we're using. By using those Rainbow Kit, and it's easy for any people can connect their own wallet. They even don't need to use MetaMask. They can select their own wallet for using it. So, and then we can just utilize those API to adapt in the Dixel Club. So what my point is that those infra improvement is quite important for attracting those people who experience this NFT for the first time ever. And second of all, those utility things that an NFT can have, that's supposed to be the center of this scene rather than the money part, as you mentioned, like the coin things, I believe that people will go with that directions more and more because you said saturated, right? But it's actually more like it's in a downturn bear market. Like it's not really good money thing. Like people cannot get money anymore by using NFT things. When it happens, some people who only expect those money things, they're already out of the market. So only the people who see the utilities will remain in the market. Then people are gonna try to focus more on the utility part of the NFT, underlying kind of purposes. So yeah, I guess those two things were very important. Yeah, again, the infrastructure we constantly need to improve to make it more easier and much widely adaptable for many decentralized applications, and also the people who see those underlying purposes of the NFT, they should be the center of the market players. So those two things are very important there.
So maybe I think I think we have a last question. So I want to know how Dixel Club is going to evolve, like in the next 5 years. Like what kind of use case you want to see happen in Dixel Club, and what kind of change you want to make happen in the NFT market?
That's a very important question for us because we developed Dixel Club as a tool for anyone can interact with NFT. But we expect certain utilities that can happen by using Dixel Club. But when we see an actual project, they do very creative their own way to use these technologies, this platform. So which is quite exciting for us. So right now we just fully focus on the community collaborations. We just have some intensive collaboration with certain communities in the local market. And then people join those kind of events and then the promotions or some collaborative activities that we designed. Then they define their way to utilize NFT. And then it's really interesting to see that, So in this strategy, we see that like many people just join those kind of community events that we have collaboration with that community, and then they develop their own utility for their own project, which is quite new, and then it's keep like making various different types of projects. So this is kind of our way to grow this platform. So yeah, in Japan probably it's a similar way. So we want to meet as many as communities in Japan, and then we invite the people to do something by using Dixel Club, and then they can find their own usages for that.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great for community to integrate Dixel Club into the existing community. Like I can imagine like bloggers or YouTubers create their own Dixel Club and let their fan mint the NFT, and that becomes their identity, right?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, they can use as a member's pass, or even for tickets. The charity purposes, the charity utility that I introduced, that's also invented from some people in community collaborations called Bug City in Korea. And then we were really surprised. Oh wow, they can use Dixel Club in that way. This is quite cool way, and then people can get inspired by that.
Okay, super cool. I'm really excited for what you are going to build for the next years to come, and I'm really excited. So yeah, thank you for coming to the interview today, and
Thank you. Yeah,
we are very looking forward to continue our support for your journey, and wishing you the best for Dixel.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we're so excited to also have lots of activities with onlab for Japanese market. Thank you so much for today's time. Thank you.
はい、onlab web3 では今後もヨンヒーさんのように海外で活躍されているプロジェクトの日本展開の支援だったり、国内のプロジェクトの海外展開の支援を行っていきます。また今後onlabとしてもピッチイベントだったり事業相談会もやっていきますので、興味のあるスタートアップはぜひご応募ください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。